So hello friends, as promised, welcome to the Python Flask tutorials. So in this tutorial, we will be seeing about the most famous Python framework for web development, that is Flask. So why Flask has become so much popular? Because it is very easy to learn and it is very small in size. Hence, it is also called as a micro framework of Python. And it also supports databases, and as a beginner who is just starting in web development and has some idea about basic Python, he should definitely go for Flask. So let's start with Flask. So what I'm going to teach you in this tutorial is how you can install Flask in your system, and then how you can write your first Flask application and then run that on the development server on Flask. So let's get started. So just open the command prompt, and in the command prompt the only requirement that you have is that you should have Python installed in your system. So since Flask is a framework, it is better that you install the Flask in a virtual environment. So for that we have a library called as virtual environment. So I will just pip install virtual env and press enter. So since I have already installed, I don't need to install it again. Now let's make a directory where we will install Flask and write our first Flask application. So we'll write the command as make dir for directory, and you can give any name. So I will give the name as my favorite Marvel character, for example Thor. So I'll give the command as mkdir and give this. So the directory has been made. Now I will go inside this directory that I just made using the cd Thor, and now we are inside this Thor folder. So since we have already the virtual environment in our system, now just we need to create a virtual environment. So for creating the virtual environment, the command is like virtual env, that is for environment, and the name of the virtual environment that I will give that is equal to when. So this is not an hard and fast rule that you need to give the same name. You can give some other name too. It's fine. So just press enter. So virtual environment has now been created. So now to activate the virtual environment, we have a command that so when slash script slash activate. So now we are into the virtual environment. So once you are into the virtual environment, you are set to install Flask library in the virtual environment. So for installing the Flask library, we will just type the pip install Flask. So now it will automatically install the Flask library into my virtual environment, and since this is in a virtual environment, this Flask library will not interfere with my original Python that is installed on the system. Now we are into the virtual environment again. So just to check whether Flask has been properly installed or not, I will just open a Python session, shell session. So it's small import Flask and press enter. So you can see that no error was thrown here, and we are getting no error. That means that Flask has been successfully installed in our system. So now what we'll do is that I will just exit from this session and I will stay in the virtual environment. So we will build a small application in Flask. So I will show you how you can build your first Flask application. So for building the first Flask application, I will be using Sublime Text. So since we have already created the directory, so I'll go inside my user and I will search for my directory that we just created for using the make directory command. So this was the directory. We'll just drag it here. So once you are in Sublime Text, you can just right click on this folder that you have created, and you can open a new file here, and in the new file we'll beforehand save it as some name of my application. For example, hello.py will be the name of my application. So we have already now saved the hello.py here. So in the hello.py, first we'll import from the Flask library Flask. Then we will instantiate this Flask in an object. So for instantiating, we'll use on the Flask and inside this we'll give the special method of the name. So before writing any routes to the main application in your hello.py, so you need to give a main method here, and you need to give the debug mode as on, because if the debug mode is off, every time you make some changes in your application, you need to stop the server from your command prompt, and then you need to revisit, and run the application again. So for that we have a special method here, that is if name is equal to, so we have to run the app. So for that we will write app.run, and inside that we will give as debug mode as on. So for that we will just simply write debug mode as true. So this line, if this line is written in your Flask application, so your program will start running from this two lines of code, and first it will initialize and start the development server and run the application. So we have now instantiated Flask here. So now on this app instantiated object, what we'll write the decorator. So what decorators are, will not go into detail in this tutorial, but I have already made a tutorial on decorators. So what decorators are, so here we are using decorators just for routing purpose. So I will write app.route, and inside that we will give the root directory name, and inside the root directory name, so whenever Flask finds out it as the root directory, so the main page of my application I am giving it as the name of index. Then we will just return, what you will return, we will return something in an HTML page here. So if you are familiar with HTML, so I will give some header tags here. So opening and closing a header tag, and I will write this is, so this is your first Flask application that you have written. So what you need to do now is that you can save all the things here, and then you can go inside the virtual environment, and you can just simply write the command as python hello dot py. So you can see now that we have activated the application. So it shows that the debugger is active now. So once the debugger is active, you can make n number of changes to your application, and you don't need to again close and rerun the server again. So just copy this localhost ID that is given in the CMD, and then we go in our Chrome. So you, what this 127.0.1 is, it is actually the localhost, and just we press enter, so you can see that your Flask application has been running here. So what if you want to give some roots to this application? So this is just a very simple application. So what if you want to give some roots to this application? What this means is that if I want to give some about page, or if I want to increase my application to multiple pages, so for that we can define other roots. So what I will do is I will just copy this line, and I'll paste it here, and I will change the name of the root. So what I will give is, here I will give the name of the user, and I will show it like it should wish the user whenever it goes on this path, that is user and my name. So we'll change the name of the function to here, and it will be user, and inside the head tag we'll change this thing, and we'll pass it as like hello my boss, and we pass in the name of the user. So we need to pass it as an argument too, and this has been done. So what we'll do now, we will save this thing. So since the debugger is on, you don't need to rerun the application. Oops, I think the development server just lost its connection. So no worries, you just you can again rerun the application like python hello.py. So our application is active now. So again we copy this local ID that we get and we paste it here. So this was the application that you are getting beforehand, but now if I want to go inside my own directory and I just press enter here, so it shows me hello my boss, that is my own name. So this was just a simple introduction to Flask and how you can get things started in Flask. So in the upcoming tutorials, we will see more about Flask, and I hope that I have explained things very clearly in this tutorial about Flask and how useful it is, and you are finding no difficulty to start with Flask. Even if still if you have any difficulties, feel free to write in the comment section. I will definitely try to solve it. So if you like my videos and you like my work, please do hit the like, share and subscribe button, and see you in the next video.